This tragedy has brought a lot of light to a very dark place. Depression and suicide affect so many more people than we really believe. Joining us now here in the studio is one such individual who knows firsthand how devastating this disease can be, Amanda Beeman. Amanda, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Now, Amanda, you're involved in a group here in Odessa called Out of the Darkness, and you raise awareness about suicide. And from what I understand, it's because someone very close to you suffered from depression. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, ma'am. My brother, at 20 years old, back in October of 2011, took his life. He had suffered with depression and anxiety and addictions for a good part of his life. And in October 2011, it just overcame him, and he and a close friend took their lives together up in Maryland.
Wow. It's so hard to hear. And now with this most recent news about Robin Williams' death, it makes people wonder what would make someone who seemingly had it all take their own life.
Well, it's really hard to see from the inside if you haven't ever been there. If you haven't experienced depression, if you haven't experienced a mental illness, it's really hard to explain. It's a silent and deadly disease. It is something that requires medical attention. It is something that requires counseling and support and just a group effort to help somebody get through it. And if he didn't have that, although he had the money and the fame, then that could have been one thing that just led to this event.
Absolutely. Now, what exactly does Out of the Darkness do?
Well, Out of the Darkness is actually just the walk. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is who puts it on. And what we do is provide funds for suicide prevention, suicide awareness. Currently, I'm working with ECISD on providing a program called More Than Sad, which is a suicide prevention efforts for ages 14 through 18 that they'll show at the high schools to try to get ECISD more involved in suicide prevention.
Oh, wow. Okay, and now you have an event coming up in October. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, ma'am. We have the Out of the Darkness walk. The date is October 5th, 2014. It's going to be the first Sunday in October. Registration will begin at 2 and the walk will be from 3 to 5. I'm looking for business sponsors, volunteers. If you want to contact me, if you're available for any of that, I'd definitely appreciate it. It's just going to be a short walk. We'll have a balloon release, a memory table where you can bring pictures or items to remember your loved ones. And we'll also have something new this year called honor beads. And it's different color beads that you'll wear in order to help people know your story. There's different colors for your loss, for sibling, parent, child, military, first responder, just a friend, or if you just support the cause, there's a different color for each topic.
Oh, I love that idea. Now, what else do you think people should know about this difficult topic?
I just really think they need to know that they need to be there, that it's not something that is a sin or is something that should be looked down upon. The people needed help and they didn't receive it, or sometimes they did and it wasn't enough. It's really hard to know what is enough. It's really hard to know what's too much, but as long as you're putting the effort out there, then you're making a difference.
Absolutely. And what are some of the resources we can tell our viewers about?
We can go to afsp.org and you can find a lot of resources there on prevention, on the warning signs, on how to help. You can also look on Facebook, facebook.com/Anthony's Hope Odessa. I post a lot of prevention stuff there. You can contact me. I have pamphlets, I have brochures, papers, anything that you could need for any valuable information on preventing and awareness.
Great. Amanda, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.